Hi everyone, I'm Tracy Lee and this is Jared Sullivan. We are Tracy and Jared Live, aka the Freedom Architect and the Mind Awakener. And we'd like to kindly ask all of you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Area 1358, and to please visit our website, www.area1358.com. A huge thank you to all of the awesome people who have been following our Facebook live feeds and leaving comments and feedback and just all the support. We're going to try to start releasing a series of how-to videos that are spiritually motivated. And the first one we'd like to start with today is how to cultivate energy, because a lot of people ask, how do you work with energy? And this means like, how do you heal? How do you cultivate your own energy? How do you raise vibration? Lots of different things go under cultivating energy. And the good news for you guys today is that you're going to be offered two different points of view. I will offer mine first, and then we'll hear what Jared has to say second. And we'd ask that you listen to both, take as little or as much as you want, combine the two, and come up with your own way to do things, because that's what we're all about, is helping people learn how to help themselves, as opposed to creating blind followers. We don't want any of those things. So I guess I'll get started.
Start it up.
Okay, so cultivating energy. For me, a lot of people ask, like, how do you heal? Like, where does energy come from? How do you do it? What's the technique? And so the first technique I want to share is healing through the hands, and this would be kind of an in-person technique. And I teach during my classes to use both hands. The right hand you're going to use for energy that comes out of your body or for giving. The left hand you're going to use for taking something away. And it's pretty obvious to most people who know about energy that, yes, you want to give high vibrational energy, healing vibes, love, whatever you want to call it. And then you want to take things off of people. So what do we take off of people? Lower vibrations, entities, the energy of like fungus or disease or bacteria or virus or whatever it is that we're trying to take off. And so the idea is that the vibration that comes out of you should be higher than the vibration that you're taking off of other people. Like one of the higher vibrating illnesses that I work around is cancer, which I know usually vibrates around 1,000 hertz. And so the idea for protecting yourself, in my opinion, is to learn to vibrate at a level that's higher than the energy that you're trying to take away. That way, that vibration that you're working with doesn't actually have any kind of negative effect on you, as long as you're vibrating higher than it is. And so a next obvious question would be, what do you do with the energies that you take off? Because we're giving with the right and taking with the left. One strategy that I think works really well is to create an energetic box. And this is a high vibration box, and what you can do as you're taking away, you can visualize this unneeded energy or entities or whatever you would like to call it. It kind of goes into like a cosmic prison box. And you can contain all these unneeded and unwanted energies in the box, and you can either heal it all at once later, or you can send it off with a guide to take it to heal it somewhere, or whatever works best for you. Okay, so there's the general layout of the strategy. We're going to give with the right, take with the left. Now let's get a little more specific, okay? When we're using the hands, I'm going to use my right hand. Yes, I have huge hands. Thank you for pointing it out. He calls them dragon claws. Dragons have big hands. But we're not talking about the palms of our hands here, okay? It's not one of those thou shalt not pass things. What I believe is that we want to channel energy through the fingertips, like the very end of the fingers coming off. And this way, when you can concentrate on energies coming and flowing off such a small surface area, you can really begin to feel a very strong effect of these energies, since the area that's affecting is very small and sensitive. A lot of people will report, you can always practice like this, kind of with your hands apart and feeling if they're pushing and pulling apart. But a lot of people start reporting that they start feeling tingling in the ends of their fingers. Some people become even numb, a feeling of numbness. But if you start trying to channel this energy through your body, high vibration energy, of course, you should, after a while, begin to feel this tingling in the fingertips. And once you feel that tingling, you know that you can start sharing it outside of your body. Another thing you can do is you can close your eyes, put your hand in front of your face. This is something that works really well for me. And I know that I'm vibrating at a healing energy when I can actually start to see like a golden outline of my hand, even with my eyes closed. And once I turn my hand, even with my eyes closed, like I can see like the fingers I'm holding up. I can look and I can kind of see the energy like in my arm, and I can see like my elbow bending and all these things. I know it's kind of creepy to say, but you can actually learn to do this. And the higher you vibrate, the more you can see without even looking. It's called learning to see with your mind's eye. This is kind of an advanced trick, but it's something that you can practice. And before I get to my closing technique, which I'm going to talk about a little bit about grounding, I want to share kind of where this energy comes from. And this is something that Jared and I both believe in, is that we believe that the most sacred, high vibratory energy that we house in our body is housed beneath the navel area. In my 1358 teachings, I call this area the Nayzi, N-A-Y-Z-I. And some people will call it a Merkaba, but we can get into that later. I don't like the word Merkaba because I think it contains many inconsistencies and paradoxes. But the Nayzi is the most purest life form energy that stays with your soul's essence for all of eternity. And so what you can begin to do is to put both of your hands over this area beneath the navel and start to cultivate and feel that energy. And you don't have to leave your hands there. And once you kind of awaken it and feel it, and you feel it kind of mulling around and whatnot, then you can start to see it flowing through your whole body. And I'm starting to see sparks right now because I just put my hand on it. It's kind of like putting clamps on a battery charger. But once you've kind of charged yourself, and Jared's going to get into that in a second, put your hands in front of your face and really start to see those high vibes coming out. Again, we're taking with the left, giving with the right, and we can start to create this push-pull movement. Sometimes you'll start to feel, okay, I'm taking, and then I really want to give strong. And you can really start working with different types of hand movements and seeing what you feel coming through your fingertips. The very last point I want to go over is grounding technique. And I know a lot of people have a lot of different ways that they ground. But in my opinion, it's very important to learn to ground, and it's going to sound weird, but through your big toe. Not through your whole foot, not through the sole of your foot, not through your heels, not through anything, not by just earthing or just standing on the earth, which is great, that's fun. But I believe that if you can create these little bitty tubules that run through your body, and they're microcosmically thin, that you can channel all of your unneeded energy, unwanted vibrations through these little bitty tubules and just release it through like a microcosmic size exit hole of your big toe. That way, as the energy is passing through you, it doesn't infect other parts of your body. So if you think about it, right, excuse me, think about like a lung infection. If you're trying to channel that out or release it, you don't want all the energy in your lungs to just get released in this huge vacuum out through your entire body. Take time and channel it really slowly and let it go in a microcosm thin tube that kind of goes right out your big toe. And as you're doing this, you should start to feel the same sensation of tingling in your big toe that you feel in your hands. And I really like this technique, guys, of using the fingertip and the big toe, because if you can zero down and concentrate the energy flow to these small points, you're doing something, as opposed to just feeling like, for example, an all over tingling sensation, all over warm, all over cold. If you can get these different parts of your body and your big toe to have these feelings, that's wonderful validation that you're actually doing something and that what you're doing is working. And remember, before I turn this over to Jared, validation is very important. Always ask for validation, because validation builds your confidence, and your confidence builds your belief system. Your belief builds your vibration, and the higher you vibrate, the more you can do. So continue to validate what you're doing, and continue to build your self-confidence, because the more confident you are, the more effective you're going to be as an energy worker, as a healer, and the more enlightened you'll come on your path. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to turn this over to Jared. He's going to share with you his methods for what he does like early in the morning to cultivate energy and to get it like running through his body and whatnot. So give me 1 second. We're gonna follow Jared's field.
Thank you, Tracy. You guys have to follow me because where we're at doesn't have enough light. So give me a sec.
Welcome to our home. Is this good right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. Gage is gonna do it too.
Alright, the first thing I'm going to show you guys is as soon as you get out of bed, done brushing your teeth and whatever, the sooner the better, I find. But get out, and I want you to stretch all your muscles and tendons like you're reaching up for the heavens. As high as you can go. All the way up. Do that a few times, however many times it takes to make you feel loose. But then I want you to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, okay? And if you don't know this already, we have an energy field, and it mixes with the Earth's energy field and the cosmic energy field. So you'll find right below the knees is where our energy field and the Earth's energy field kind of commingle and mix together. And from about our shoulders to our chin is where the cosmic energy field and our energy field commingle and mix together. And what this does, this exercise does, it's gonna mix up the Earth energy, the cosmic energy, and your energy, and mix it all and flow it into one. So for new people, beginners, I want you to do this at least 20 times. But I want you to take a deep breath in your nose, and as you're breathing in, you're gonna bend down, bend your knees, and reach down with your hands and scoop up and bring it all the way up to the top. And when you breathe out, you're gonna push it all the way down, all right? Like this. And I want you to do that 20 times, okay? And after that, I want you to grab a chair. You can wear shoes, or I prefer to be barefoot. Definitely not sneakers, but it really doesn't matter. It's all about visualization. And I want you to sit here like this with your back just a little bit. And if you're a male, I want you to take your left hand, put over your navel, and your right hand and place it on top of that. And if you're female, you do it reverse. But lay here with your hands on your navel like this, all right? And tilt your head back a little bit and close your eyes. I want you to visualize energy coming down to your top point on your head, your top chakra, or whatever you like to call it. But you need to feel this cosmic energy coming in. And I want you to visualize it coming down this chi channel right here in the front and the chi channel in the back. And it's going to your stomach. You see, your stomach is really a battery. This is where it stores all your energy, all the cosmic energy, all your energy, and all the earth energy. So as you're doing this visualization, I want you to picture a small ball of energy spinning within your stomach behind your navel. I want you to feel it growing and getting warmer and bigger. It's an energy technique. So sit back, breathe in your nose and out your mouth, and if you want, and if you can, I suggest taking the tip of your tongue and putting it right behind the front part of your teeth, or right at that little bridge on the roof of your mouth, right back there. Just right above that little dip right there. And keep the tip of your tongue there. And visualize all this, because that makes like an energetic connection to your pineal gland. And after a while, it'll taste like you have your tongue touching a 9-volt battery. So I want you to do this for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Just visualize and breathe. Okay, after you did that, you can get up, stretch, do whatever you need to, but sit back down in this chair. And this is called the microcosmic orbit. And what I want you to do is to visualize a small ball going inside your stomach, okay? Inside your stomach, and I want you to visualize it going up your back, over and down your stomach to your lowest point chakra. And I want you to visualize doing that 20 times. As soon as you're done doing it that direction, switch directions up and go back the other direction. And when that's over, I want you to extend that. I want you to visualize it going up your spine, over your head, down your face, down this chi channel, down to its lowest point, and back up again. And then I want you to visualize it going in the opposite direction. And I want you to do this at least 20 times if you're a new beginner at this, because you have to get your body to feel what you're visualizing. And if you don't put the work in, you're not going to get the work out of it. So that's like a very, very big part of this. But that's all I really want to touch on for now, because you need baby steps, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, and I don't want you guys to get too far ahead of yourselves too. So master the beginner levels first, and there'll be more videos to come, and I'll show you guys how to project it and whatnot. And me and Tracy have plenty of good tips and stuff, but baby steps. All right, guys? Bye.
Hey, it's me again. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to our live feed and welcome into our home. This is us. So anyway, yeah, super cute, right? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, push like, leave feedback, give us show ideas, visit www.area1358.com. Check out merchandise, check out our services. Follow us on Facebook, Mind Awakener 13, Freedom Architect, and Area 1358. Follow our journey to China and across the world and beyond.
Stay tuned for more videos,
Stay
guys.
tuned. Hey, we love you guys all. Thank you so much.